Hi, I'm Amy Leisha. I have heaps of friends around me trying to lose weight, and I see them making very easy mistakes. I think because they've been tricked and confused by the overwhelming information available online. So in this video, let's cut through the BS and go strictly evidence-based to find out what doesn't work. Mistake number 1. Over-reliance on supplements, quick fixes, and fad diets. Diet pills, detoxes, and appetite suppressants are often ineffective and can potentially be harmful. Trials used to determine these products' safety and effectiveness tend to be small, really short in duration, and often don't disclose the financial conflicts that majority of them have. These factors put consumers at risk. If it seems too easy, too good to be true, it probably is. Finding the cause of the weight gain is a much better place to start. Mistake number 2, not thinking long-term. A recent meta-analysis suggests slow weight loss resulted in greater reductions of fat mass and therefore a better fat to muscle ratio. You lose more fat, you lose less muscle. Slow weight loss also seems better for bone density because rapid weight loss results in twice as much bone loss and puts a person at increased risk of brittle bones and osteoporosis. Losing weight too fast may increase the risk of muscle loss, lower metabolism, and nutrient deficiencies, none of which are ideal. Recent findings from the National Weight Control Registry, comprising over 2,800 individuals who have maintained a weight loss of greater than 13.6 kilos for over a year, demonstrated that sustained behavioral change led to the long-term maintenance of the weight loss. Those who maintained their weight loss for over a year was due to behavioral changes. So it wasn't just a quick diet, it was I'm gonna change my lifestyle and I'm gonna maintain that change to keep that weight off. Mistake number 3. Now this one's a painful one. Not making the hard choice. What is more important, your health or a quick dopamine feel good? Now that's really harsh and brutal, I know. If it were that simple, would we really have an obesity epidemic? If we want change, we have to have a plan to go and do so. In a meta-analysis of 61 studies, 4 behavioral change techniques, action planning, time management, prompt self-monitoring of behavioral outcomes, and social support. You need a plan, you need to manage your time well, you need to monitor your own behaviors and have some accountability there, and get friends around you to help you stay accountable. I spent 2 years transitioning my diet from a moderately processed diet to a whole food, mainly animal-based diet. I'm healthier than I've ever been, and I don't miss anything that I don't eat. It wasn't an easy process, I must say. However, starting small and slowly pulling things out of my diet until that became really easy and I didn't want that thing anymore, created something sustainable that I actually enjoy my diet now, which over time resulted in feeling healthier, totally outweighed the instant feel-good fix of food. Mistake number 4, under-eating or extreme calorie restriction. Now you're probably thinking, haha, under-eating, I'm overweight. That's not me. Not necessarily the case. Research shows that calorie restriction causes undesirable metabolic adaptation, slowing down your metabolic rate, which means you'll be burning fewer calories throughout the day. So if this was your calorie requirement from how much you were burning, when you restrict your calories, naturally your body goes, I'm starving. I better reduce how much energy I need each day so that I can survive. So then you're back to square one. This is often referred to as adaptive thermogenesis. This can partially explain weight loss plateaus on a calorie restricted diet. A large calorie deficit will always cause more weight to be regained after the dieting period, a phenomenon known as post-starvation obesity, where your body mass reverts towards its pre-diet values after the restriction. A large calorie restriction will lead to more muscle loss than a mild calorie restriction, as muscle requires more energy to sustain it. So the weight that you're losing, it may just be muscle mass, which really is the complete opposite of what you're really trying to do. A calorie deficit affects leptin and ghrelin levels. They are your hunger and satiety signals. That means that you're gonna be unsatisfied and hungry, more so than ever. Research shows that a small calorie restriction as minimal as 100 calories per day can minimize weight regain. So keep the restriction really small. Okay, mistake number 5, over-exercising and thinking exercise is the answer. There is no doubt that exercise is beneficial for health and weight loss. Exercise boosts brain plasticity, which is the brain's ability to learn and adapt to new inputs. It makes it easier to change our habits and lifestyle, and as little as a 20-minute walk can reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. However, too much exercise can do the opposite. When you over-exercise, you actually spike your cortisol levels, and high cortisol prevents your body from burning fat, as it's too busy trying to regulate hormones and get you out of the fight and flight response. Cortisol can also increase appetite, leading to weight gain, and when you have too much adrenaline, fat cells become less responsive to adrenal stimulation to release fat, meaning it will be harder for you to lose fat. Also, studies show that high cortisol levels also contribute to inflammation and insulin resistance, which both of them can encourage weight gain over time. Not only that, you're at a greater risk of injury, decreased immunity, adverse cardiovascular effects, sleep disturbances, and burnout. A systematic review of studies of a minimum of 1 year follow-up suggested that consistently performing exercise at a duration greater than the basic recommendations of 150 minutes of moderate intensity per week does not appear to be more likely to contribute to weight loss and weight maintenance efforts. You shouldn't use exercise to counter a high calorie intake. Okay, mistake number 6, not prioritizing sleep. Study findings have indicated that there is a relationship between the incidence of obesity and disrupted or decreased sleep. Also, a review of interventional studies found that a decrease of sleep caused people to eat more and to gain more weight. A reduction of sleep duration to 4 hours for 2 consecutive nights has been shown to decrease circulating leptin levels and to increase ghrelin levels. So it increases your hunger and it decreases how satisfied you are. Again, those numbers are going in the wrong direction. And a disruption in your sleep patterns, short-term or long-term, can promote an unhealthy increase in cortisol levels. Therefore, ensuring that you get adequate sleep each night can go a long way to maintaining healthy cortisol levels, preventing unnecessary hunger, and promoting recovery, which is vital when it comes to your body undergoing physiological changes and the stress of weight loss. Mistake number 7, overeating carbohydrates. Carbs. One of the most controversial topics. Your body is not a simple machine that runs on oil or the fuel of calories alone. We're not a car. Our bodies are really complex and function through many chemical processes and reactions. And it's why losing weight can be so challenging, because there are so many different factors. It's not that simple and the same for everyone. A huge mistake is not knowing the true effect of carbs on your body. They will make you hungry and fat. That's a really blunt statement. Let's get to the research. A new 2023 study found that a reduction in carbohydrates alone was more effective at achieving weight loss when compared to a calorie restricted diet in overweight and obese adults. The low carbohydrate group was twice as effective at not only weight loss, but body mass index reduction, body fat percentage reduction, and a reduction in waist circumference. Now, this could be explained by the carbohydrate insulin model of obesity, whereby increases in the consumption of processed high glycemic carbohydrates, they promote fat accumulation based on the hormonal effect that they have of insulin. Let's give a quick moment to the nasty carbohydrate, sugar. So much research shows that sugar dampens the suppression of the hormone ghrelin, which signals hunger to the brain. It also interferes with the normal transport of the signaling of leptin, which, as we know, creates the feeling of satiety. Sugar makes you want to eat more and feel less full. Not all carbs are equal. So just have a think about what carbs you're eating, how much you're eating, and when you're eating them. Mistake number 8, getting tricked by marketing and not reading food labels. Packaged food is quick, easy, and super convenient. We all know that. The unfortunate thing about these packaged foods, however, is they often have a high sugar content and filled with inflammatory seed oils, chemicals, and other non-food, non-desirable items in the fine print. Not only that, the nutritional information always looks better than it really is. A study on nutrition labeling in Europe showed that although many people understand nutritional labels, very few people actually factor them in when choosing and buying food. This is really concerning because another study conducted in the University of Texas recently suggested that health-related food labels could actually be contributing to obesity. They did 3 tests, and in all 3 tests, they found that people believed foods that are healthier are less filling. It also indicated that health food labels made consumers falsely believe they can eat more of that product because there weren't as many calories in them. Let's look at an example that got me, barbecue sauce. Now we're going to look at how much sugar per 100 grams so we can compare products. Here is the Master Foods regular barbecue sauce. Now the sugar content is 46 grams per 100 grams. This barbecue sauce is pretty much 50% sugar. That's actually insanely high. Like that's actually really out of control. Now let's take a look at their reduced sugar version. It has 30 grams per 100 grams. That's still 30% sugar. Yes, technically it is reduced, but it is still a really high sugar product. Let's compare that to the Fountain reduced sugar barbecue sauce. Their reduced sugar version is 3.5 grams per 100 grams. Now that's only 3.5% sugar. This is why we need to read the labels. You need to be in control, not the food companies. Mistake number 9, not eating enough protein. Now it's long been shown that high protein diets are associated with increased satiety levels, meaning you're less likely to overeat because you're satisfied. Not only that, protein increases thermogenesis, which is burning more energy through heat. Also, a number of studies have demonstrated that high protein diets may spare more lean muscle during weight loss, promote weight management, enhance glycemic regulation, so regulating of sugars, and increase calcium absorption, which results in improved bone health. In a 12-month study that looked at high protein versus high carb diets on calorie restriction restriction, in the 130 overweight people, the high protein group lost 53% more body fat, not weight, this is fat alone, than the normal protein group eating the same number of calories. Protein is unbelievably important. Why not eat more? Everything that the research was pinpointing, I personally have experienced myself just from increasing my protein intake. For those of you who have made it to the end, I have one more bonus mistake, and that is falling off the wagon. If this happens, you've probably embarked on something that was too hard and not sustainable. Please don't beat yourself up about it. Slow change and making small changes at a time is going to be more realistic long term, and it's okay to make mistakes. You don't know what will work until you start trying things, until one day you'll just wake up and you go, my diet and lifestyle look totally different to what they used to look like. I've lost weight and I'm healthier. Don't fall off the entire wagon. You'll only fail if you stop trying. Good luck. I hope you enjoyed the video and got a lot out of it. It certainly brought a lot of clarity to me in terms of how to approach healthy weight loss. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be making more videos like this kind of stuff. Check out this video right here where I show you my effective 10-minute ab workout that helped me get these abs. It has science-based exercises in it that are the most effective at gaining abdominal strength. So go check that out and I will see you in the next video. Bye.